Hey baby girls, if you are still looking for Christmas presents, look no further as Dossier currently have up to 50% off their designer inspired fragrances right now. My favourite perfume at the minute is this floral grapefruit and it's inspired by Chanel's Chance and it is beautiful. It's so fresh and clean, and the best thing about it, it's a fraction of the price of the designer brands. So hop over to the website and look for some perfumes for your loved ones and yourselves this Christmas. Hey baby girls, today I'm going to show you how to do a lash lift on yourself. And yes, it is hard and it is fiddly, but I've I think I have mastered it. So I'm going to do that today whilst answering some Q&As. So I've recently been using a new serum to grow my lashes. It's called NYK1, and I definitely can notice my lashes look a lot thicker and longer, but I'm due a lash lift. I haven't had one done for about 6 to 8 weeks and they are so straight. So I'm so excited to see the results today. So the first thing we're going to use is a lash cleanser. So you can use a micellar water, or I'm using today this Inlight Lash Mousse. This is going to strip all the natural oils and makeup and debris from your lashes. And then I like to go over the top with a little bit more cleanser, just to make sure there's definitely nothing on there. So have you noticed when you use lash serums, your eyelids get a little bit darker? So it's one of the side effects when using lash serums. I don't think all of them do it, but I have noticed my eyes do look a little bit pinky since using this lash serum, which is easily disguised with a little bit of eyeshadow. But yeah, when I've got no makeup on, they definitely look a little bit more pinky to me, or is it just getting old? I might just be getting old, that might be what it is. Right, so once we're cleansed, we're gonna pick our shield or rod. And I am gonna use, for the first time, the new Elabana Hybrid Shields. So I actually haven't tried these on myself, and I think I'm gonna use a medium one. So your shields, once upon a time, I literally used to think if you went with a small shield every time, you'd get a dramatic lift. That's not the case. So we definitely need to choose a shield which suits your eye shape the best and what lift you want to achieve. So I have got quite hooded eyes, especially the older I'm getting. I've noticed this brow bone is looking a little bit more prominent. So I would like to lift my lashes, but not directly up so it touches this brow bone. I want to lift them out and then up. So that's why I've gone for a flex shield. So it's in the middle of a flat shield and a rod. So it's literally a hybrid right in the middle of those two. So I feel like this will suit my eye shape. I've not used this one yet because they're really new. They've only just come out, so I'm really excited to try it. And also, you don't need any glue to attach these to your eyelid. They self-stick, literally stick without... Okay, maybe not like that, but you know what I mean. To be fair, I've got makeup and oil on my face, but look. They stick to our eyes, just like that. I'm gonna use Ellie Balm. So I'm gonna use a balm to glue my lashes today. And I'm gonna use the Elabana Lash Brush, this like flat edge lash brush, to sit my lashes onto the shield. So while I'm doing this, Corey, you can ask me my first question.
Okay, fast forward says, I've been using a lash serum for 3 weeks now. What's your opinions on them?
I swear by them. I've been using them for actual years. My favourite is Revitalash. Hands down, it's incredible, but it's so expensive. It's literally like $18.90. I think it might have even gone up to £100 a tube, which is crazy, right? So yeah, there's definitely cheaper alternatives. I've tried UK Lash, loved that. But I noticed I felt like I needed to change to something new because I stopped noticing results further on down the line, and now I'm on to the NYK1, which I definitely can notice my lashes look thicker and longer. So yeah, I love them, absolutely love them. So I'm trying to get this as close to my lash line as possible, making sure I don't trap any lashes underneath. And then once it's in place, I'm now going to stick my lashes up in the air using a little bit of Ellie Balm. And I am going to make this look pretty easy, but you know what? It's actually really hard. So I never used to love lash balm. I used to be a massive fan of adhesive, but since purchasing this brush from Huyana, I can't tell you how well this brush and balm work together. It just, I think because it's quite solid, it just sticks the lashes up with the balm without them pinging off. Just gonna get my lash comb, just if I can see any ones that are twisted. I'm just gonna untwist them.
This looks like the most uncomfortable treatment I think I've ever seen in my life.
I think you're either a lover or a hater of lash lifts. I think you either really enjoy having them done and you're relaxed, or you find them horrible and you can't wait to get it over and done with. I love having them done when someone else is doing it to me, but when I'm doing it myself, I hate it.
Are you guarding Jamie today while she does a lash lift? I always say about, what's the one treatment though, Jay, that you do on yourself and I always notice?
Oh yeah, I could literally come home with pink hair and Corey would be like, you don't look any different. And then I do my lashes and Corey says, you've done your lashes. And you notice every time, don't you? So any normal person would do one eye at a time, but I am not normal, as you all know. So I'm going to be doing 2 eyes. This eye starts becoming a little bit more difficult because your vision now is halved because you can't hardly see, but I've mastered it. Years and years of this, so I'm going to do the other side. Also, can we just appreciate how long those lashes look? They look hella long, right?
Yeah, they look crazy.
They look really long. So you'll start noticing at this point, your eyes feel a little bit stingy. And that, my dear, is because our lids are open, but they should be shut. So yeah, so that's why you'll feel like a little bit of a stinging sensation because our eyes are basically drying out. What's this dog doing? What's up, baby?
Oh.
Is that dog just not the most beautifulest little human being in the world? Okay, so I look like an absolute lunatic, but I have now stuck my lashes up to the shields using balm. Can you actually even understand how good this product is? So this is Huyana Ellie Balm, and this is Huyana's, I think it's their angled brush. I think it's just called a fine angled brush, but the combination of these two, they're like brother and sister. They're really good. They just work amazing. So I'm actually going to stick some micropore tape on the shields at the top because when I'm talking, it's moving my cheeks here, my cheekbones, and it's making it move. So if I stick this just here, it's just going to stop it from moving. I'm now going to put my first product on the lashes, which is Huyana's One Shot Step 1. So I'm going to apply this all over the lashes apart from the inner corner. I'm going to give the rest of the lashes a few extra minutes before I apply it to the inner corners, and then you can ask me another question, Cole.
How long do lash lifts last? I've been using a lash serum, but I'm getting darker under my eyes and I was told it could be the serum. Do you have any info on that?
Well, I think there's something in serums which, one of my friends, I don't know how true this is, but some ingredients can thin the skin a little bit around your eyes, which makes your eyes look a little bit heavier. So that's what someone told me could be the reason for that.
And how long do they last, lash lifts?
So lash lifts, so they say 6 to 8 weeks. I feel like towards the 6th week, I've still got a lift, but I want to have them done to make them look nicer. So 6 weeks, yes, you've still got a little bit of lift in there, but you will notice they've started to drop off. By 8 weeks, you are well and truly ready to have a new lash lift. So yeah, I reckon 6 weeks of them, 5 weeks of them still looking really nice, 6 weeks of them starting to drop and you feel like you need them doing, 8 weeks, no more lash lift, ready for them done again. So you can see I'm applying the product all over now. I'm not going to the tips of my lashes because the system that I'm using is quite strong, so it'd fry the ends of my lashes. But I am going very close up to the tips because I've got quite a lot of length there and I really want to make sure that that lash lift can hold the weight of the lashes. So I'm going up a little bit higher. I'm gonna leave these on my lashes for, let's say, another 6 minutes or so. I'm gonna do a lash check in a bit to see if they're ready, but normally my eyelashes are very stubborn and they do take longer of the processing time. I'm normally a 9 to 10 minute girly when I do my lashes, but some people would think that's wild because some people only, some people only put it on their lashes for 6 minutes. So yeah, my lashes are quite coarse and they are very stubborn. So hit me with another question, Cor.
Hey Jamie, I would love to know how you advertised and got your name out there when you started out. How did you build your client base?
Okay, so I'm actually going to talk with my eyes half closed because it's so much easier when you're doing this on yourself, so ignore the crazy face. But this is actually quite a nice question. So when I left the salon, I wasn't allowed to take any clients, obviously. So I basically was starting from scratch, and I'd actually only lived down south for what, 4 years or so. So I didn't even really have friends and a big friendship base. So I was essentially starting from scratch. So I printed off loads of flyers. I think I printed off it was 500 flyers. And I remember handing them out all locally. It took me a few days.
Yeah, but you were posting them, you weren't handing them out.
Sorry, I was posting them, yeah. So I posted them over a few days, a few weeks actually, because I went back and did some more. And honestly, I never got a single client from one of those flyers, not one. Not one person, Corey, rung me up about them. So that was a total waste of time and money. But what I did do is, like, a friend would have their treatment with me, and when I was mobile, they would then recommend me to their friend, and then I'd do an extra person, and then they'd recommend me to their friend. So all my clients were through word of mouth, every single one of them. I didn't have a single person who wasn't connected to another client, which was really nice actually, because everyone knew everyone. It was really nice. And that is how I got my client base. And then, I still don't really take on new clients. And if I do take on new clients, it's normally through like friends of friends. I take on strangers anymore. Well, I don't think I ever really have took on strangers, have I? But I think it's different when you're working in your home salon or something. It's a bit more personal, so you kind of don't really want to take on strangers. It's not like a salon where just anyone's coming in and out. So you really do consider everybody who's coming in your home. You want good energy, you want friends of friends, you want people you can trust. So yeah, that's how I got my client base, Cor. I think that's quite a nice question.
Okay, so Caldine says, she's asked quite a few things, but you've answered a lot and done up a video, so I'll just pick a few. How did you get, you're gonna like this one. How did you get into ASMR?
Oh my God, I'm not in ASMR. I'm not ASMR. It's so funny because it just happened naturally. Again, how did I get into ASMR?
Well, you didn't. It's just
you should answer this question. I didn't. I'm not.
Well, you should answer it. We didn't know what ASMR was. We just started making treatment videos, and people kept on saying these are really relaxing, and ASMR, like, we were like, what the hell is this? So every now and then we'll lean into it, won't we? But
yeah.
You don't care, I don't care about that. We just do the videos we do, don't we?
It's really funny because we have comments like, oh, this wasn't very ASMR. And I'm like, yeah, because it's not an ASMR channel. I'm an educational channel. I want to teach people beauty stuff. But we liked having like the relaxing side of it. We thought it was quite nice. Little did we know that it was going to bring a big ASMR following to our channel. So technically, I never did get into ASMR because I'm not ASMR, but hey ho. Anyway, I think this is ready to come off. I've just done my lash check and they're all very flexible, which means I'm ready to take step one off. So when using lash balm, you might find when you're taking off step one, you'll notice a few lashes pinging off. It's really normal. It's because we're using a balm, and any form of water will dissolve that balm. And we have water in our step one. I can't remember the percentage of the aqua, but we do. So obviously it's naturally going to start lifting, but it's fine because you can add a little bit more balm over the top of it. I'm just going to use a teeny bit of water on a cotton pad so it's a little bit damp, And I'm just going to make sure all that step 1 is fully off so it's not processing. Any more questions, Cole?
Carl Dean also said, can you please explain why you have so many tattoos and what are their meanings?
So I have actually already done 2 full videos on this, and we'll leave the link in the description below, or you can click on here and see the video above. Right, boys and girls, I'm happy with where they're sat on the shield. We've got them all back up in the air. So I'm going to go straight in with step 2, and I'm now going to set that lash lift into place. And this is going to go on in the exact same way. No, actually, it's not going to go on the exact same way because I'm going to apply it on the inners as well this time at the same time. But it's going to be applied in the exact same position. So as far up as you went with step 1, you're going to go up with step 2. We want to work nice and quick. As soon as you put that product on those lashes, your timer wants to start because your processing time has already begun. When I do a lash lift, it's actually normally a little bit of me time. I stick some trash on my iPad, watch probably a reality program, some sort of like Married at First Sight or Love is Blind crap, which I absolutely love. And yeah, I do my lashes, my brows, wax the mustache, a little bit of pamper for me. Okay, so when using a balm, it's quite nice to use lash lift lockers with step 2 because it just holds them into place. So they're just these little silicone things, and I'm just gonna put them on here. So obviously this is intended for people laid down. So when I put the lash lift lockers on, I've got to kind of do this. Yeah. Put your hand like that under my neck.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's really comfort.
Okay, this is weird. Loki's even confused. He's like, what the hell's going on?
Oh, this is...
Well, I can't take all your weight. I've got one hand.
He's nibbling my elbow.
I love seeing your work, your passion, your videos. I'm wondering if you can't do the public, which I don't blame you, is there others that work for you somewhere else that could help? Or is it just your own business?
Oh, that's really cute. So how funny, because I kind of answered that question earlier as well about clients. So yeah, I don't really take on strangers. So it would be amazing, wouldn't it, to offer them a service elsewhere in salons, but I don't have anybody, it's just me. I'm a one-man band with him back here. So yeah, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should get some girls and boys on board and they can be Huyana Beauty trained by me, and then we can set up an international salon and everyone can come worldwide to visit.
Well, we are doing training soon, aren't we? New year.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing...
In fact, yeah, give them a little sneak peek. This is top secret at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't really announced... No, I haven't announced it, and I've not really even told all my clients. So yeah, not many people know. But yeah, I'll be offering training. Yeah, I will be doing that. So in December, which is, oh my God, literally next week, I'm going to be doing my training course, but it's going to take me a little bit to qualify. And then once I've got that, we're then seriously going to start getting some videos together. And holy crap, I've been chatting and it needs to come off. Bugger. See, this is why I can't multitask. Concentration. Ugh. So they look absolutely crap at the minute. This is something that I want to explain. So when your lash lift comes off, don't really understand how those girls on like TikTok and Instagram have like them lifted straight away when they come off. My lashes and all my clients that I do always don't look lifted until they've finished drying. So yes, they may look like they've got a little lift, but they don't look like the results in another 10-15 minutes. So never judge the lashes straight off the lift. I'm going to trust the process because they look terrible at the minute. I've obviously not used those shields before, so I'm praying they're gonna look good, but I'm just gonna go in and tint them. So I've now mixed my tin ready to tint the lashes. I'm just mixing a blue black, and I've added a little bit of Ella Banner's Plex Regen System to this. You only need like the smallest amount, almost like the size of a matchstick top. And you add that to your tin, and that's going to condition the lashes and just make them so much more healthier. Why is it like a thing that you have to open your mouth when you do this? It's really hard. Actually try that. Try sticking some pads under your eyes whilst keeping your mouth shut. Almost impossible. And then I'm gonna put it on those bottom ones as well. So this is definitely gonna give me a different lash lift to what I normally have, by the way, Core. They're not gonna be so dramatic in the air.
Have you done that by design?
Yeah, because when I did the refresher course, the master course, they basically was explaining like how different eye shapes suit different lash lifts, and mine would be best with one of those flexi shields. So I wanted to try it, but I knew that I wasn't going to get quite a dramatic lift as when I use a shield. But I didn't want that, because what happens is when I use a shield, it touches the top of my eyelid and it annoys me a little bit, and they kink a little bit when they're constantly bashing against that lid. So I opted for a more subtle lash lift today, which I never thought I would say, but yeah, I just wanted to see what it looked like on my eye shape.
One of your members, Debbie Deakin, says, I'm thinking about getting dermaplaning done. As I'm getting older, I can see more and more vellus hairs and they drive me mad, especially the way they look when I wear foundation. What is your take on it? Would you, or have you ever had it done?
So this is interesting as well, actually. Hey Debbie, by the way, very cute. I'm not a massive fan of dermaplaning, if I'm honest. It is that's actually quite controversial because everyone loves dermaplaning, but I feel like technically you are just shaving your face, because what you're doing is, yes, you are doing it with a very fine, very angled, essentially knife razor, but when that grows back, it is going to grow back a little bit more tougher. It's going to grow back as if you've shaved, so you're going to feel a little bit more, not stubble, because it doesn't grow back like a stubble, but yeah, it's not like waxing where the hairs will come through a lot finer. You are still blunting that end when you're cutting that hair, so that will automatically come back coarser than what you have to begin with. So either opt for waxing, which kills, I know, everyone who has facial waxing and threading says it murders, so either opt for waxing or threading, or leave it. I actually really like a bit of vellus hair. I think it makes us look normal, human. I think we've all got vellus hair. I know some people have more than others, but I actually really like it. I've got loads of my clients who will say like, oh, will you thread me here? And I'm like, but I don't understand. Unless it's like really dark and obvious, then yes, I get it. Wax, thread. But if it's blonde, yes, it might be getting a little bit thicker as you're getting older, but if it's like blonde or even a little bit darker than blonde, a browny colour, I don't think it looks that bad.
What is vellus hair?
Vellus hair, it's like what we have on our face, like
just like
baby, like
just
baby
like body
peach,
hair.
peach fuzz, yeah, like,
just like fuzzy hair.
Yeah, yeah.
I know what Debbie's saying though, because if it's a bit too much, it does look crazy when you got foundation on, because you can see it more.
Yeah, no, I get that, but it depends how. I guess it depends how thick.
But I know, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
By the way, Debbie, I've seen you in real life, and I've never ever noticed that. So I'm going to tell you right now, you do not need to do anything to it. But yeah, I really hate my body hair. My body hair was such an insecurity for me, but it was because it was really dark. I had really dark body hair, so I had laser to remove that, and it was the best thing I ever did in my life. Do you know what, Debbie? I would actually say if it's something that really bothers you, and if you do find it really annoying, or anyone out there, I'd go down the laser treatment. Yeah, I probably would. I'd go more down laser rather than having it dermaplaned. but it's preference. Some people love it. I've got girls who go for the treatment and absolutely love it and swear by it. So yeah, give it a go and let me know. So, let's take this off. You only need your tint to stay on your lashes for about 5 minutes after you've lifted them. The bonds are more porous, because the lashes, sorry, should I say, are more porous. So it only needs about 5 minutes, and I promise you they will be nice and dark. The tint takes a lot faster. So while my lashes are wet, I'm going to put some serum on them. So again, I mean, I'm literally really repping Alabama here because it really is my favourite lash lift brand. I now use, I think I use everything of them. Apart from, I don't actually use their tint. I use HD tint to tint lashes. And I also use like different cleansers to cleanse my eyes. I haven't tried their cleansers yet. So I'm just going to put the serum through the lashes, really coat them, because we have done all that perming to them and they might feel a little bit drier after you've had a lash lift. So you just really want to condition them again, put all that nourishing property back in them. And then we're going to wait for them to fluff up and dry. So if you look at my lashes now, look how not good they look, because I've just washed them with water. But in 5 minutes, when they're dry and fluffed up, they'll look completely different. And then I need my fan. Will you get my fan out, Corey? To fan them.
Do you want me to fan you?
Yeah, you can fan me. That sounds like a bit kinky. Okay, peasant, you can fan me.
I couldn't find any grapes. This is the best I can offer for now.
Actually, does quite. Oh, it's giving me shivers.
I can tell already though, like your eyes already look prettier.
So can you even understand this process? Like I said earlier, when you first cleanse them and take the tint off the lashes with water, they are wet, so they're heavy, so they sit back down. But when they've dried and you fan them for 5 minutes, okay, stop ruining my video. Look how long they look. Do you know what? I'm honestly going to use these shields from now on. I actually think it gives me a really natural curl while still looking really long, but without, can you see like they're not bashing the tops of my eyes? Normally when I do a lash lift using a shield that goes straight up in the air, they hit up here and they like bend a little bit, whereas they still look really long, but they're not hitting this top bit. So I'm so happy. I think they look amazing. I'm really glad I went with that shield. I'm going to be using that from now on. I think they look really, really nice. So that is how easy or how hard it is to do a lash lift on yourself. I actually can't believe how bad my eyebrows look. I've done this video with my eyebrows. Guys, he's gonna zoom in on this area and I've just realized my eyebrows look like I haven't touched them for 5 years. Okay, so I'm gonna do those now as well. So I've got the whole package. And probably my moustache is hairy as well because I've not done that for about 4 weeks. So brilliant. I've just been looking like an ape. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, picked up some new tips and tricks, learned a bit more, hopefully answered some of your Q&As. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I've already said that. And also sign up for my members so you can see more exclusive content like this.